Hello! What? Hi everyone! Welcome to today's stream. How are you today? I apologize for the delay. I had a bit of a delay. Was not in my power to make it less than it was, but I'm here. Thank you for coming. So let's first prepare everything for streaming. It's been a good while since the last time I streamed, so this is fun. Let's see what I can improve. How have you been, guys? It's been a while. Let's reduce a bit the sound. So. Hi, welcome to today's stream. How are you today? My name is Maru. It's been a while since the last time I streamed, due to life, mostly. Today we are going to work mostly on an illustration for the wonderful Jump at 80s. Which you can follow through the link on my title, on the title below, my stream title. Hi Yuki, welcome. Hi. But yeah, I'm really excited to be back to streaming. However, I'm also quite anxious because it's been ages since my last stream. And yeah, things will go well, hopefully. So yeah. Wait, I need to do something. I think this. Okay. This one is here. So, let's get ready to work. Just for let you guys know, today is another. I'm returning to streaming, as you can see, but at the same time, I'm also going back to multi-streaming. So if I happen to talk with someone that is not on chat on Twitch, you know why? It's because it's on YouTube, but it's not that often, so don't worry. Let me just prepare the last few things. I cannot speak today. Last few things before heading back to work. So yeah. Where's my glove? Hi Maru, I hope you're doing okay. Thank you, Yuki. I've been doing well. Perhaps the best I can, I guess. Yeah. I'm still really nervous for being back on stream, but I will do my best. So let's start from switching scenes. Ta-da! Just with some headaches, yeah. I know the pain, sadly. I know the pain of the headaches. But I will rest in a bit. I hope you can get better soon. Please rest well. This weather is a pain in the arse for people with weather sensitivities, and if you take SSRIs, so any sort of, for those that don't know, any sort of meds that you take, or substances, if you happen to take those, any sort of medication. I will talk about medication because it's the most common issue. If you happen to take medication that is stimulant, you are with frequency, like daily, whatever, you are prone to be really sensitive to the external weather changes. So if it gets too hot or too cold, you will be more sensitive than usual. Even if you don't feel this change, it will be a big change. So I really recommend guys, girls, gals, everyone to keep being hydrated. Take precautions, must of all take precautions, because it's really easy to get dehydrated and to get heat stroke and so on. That's also why most of the time on summertime, people who take SSRIs as stimulants or something like that usually suffer more with headaches or overall fatigue during the summer or the hot weather seasons. That's because of that. It's the body to sending you a signal like you're getting overheated, like a damn computer that's super dusty and needs a better fan probably. So it's your body saying, look, it's way too hot, I'm getting dehydrated, please hydrate, please drink some water, do not drink coffee. It's recommended not to drink plenty of coffee in the summer, and I know I'm like the worst person on earth to tell you that, but anything that has stimulants on it, it's not recommended to drink on summer because it will make you dehydrate faster. So energy drinks, coffee-based drinks, like I said, any sort of stimulant-based drink is not recommended during the summer. And yeah, I'm talking from a place of experience because I'm not only a really sensitive person to the weather change and so on. Like I was saying, I forgot. Like I was saying, I talk from a place of experience because I'm not only a person that has a high sensitivity to the weather change, despite not feeling the change. I know my body is really reactive to that sort of minor changes. But also I take SSRIs and stimulants, medical ones, for my ADHD. So it's always an awful experience every summer. So yeah, take care. Use a hat. Drink water. Water. Oh, okay. I got it. Like this, okay. Noted. Okay. The art looks pretty good. Thank you. Hello, pigs. Sorry, I saw the last message first. Hello, pigs. How are you today? At the moment I have spots all over my body due to the temperature changes. Yeah, I have like tiny blisters, not blisters, like tiny pimples, really tiny. And I'm sorry if this is TMI, but I like to talk about this stuff, not stiff stuff. My body really gets reactive with the summer, so I get plenty of like tiny pimples from my skin being like super dehydrated, and I get massive headaches. Like I literally have to lay on the floor and pretend I'm like a rock for some days, because it's really hard to deal with the hot weather. So yeah. And since I'm a person that keeps forgetting to drink water, I'm like the worst person ever to like remember that I actually need to drink water. I never learned, as you can understand, I never learned the fact that I actually need to hydrate myself. But yeah, please don't be like me. Please drink your water. I've been trying my best to drink teas or like make flavored water to like trick my brain into drinking more, you know? Thank you, Maru. You're welcome. I hope you get better soon. So yeah, I've been suffering with the weather. I've been suffering with burnout. I've been suffering with stress. Life is a pain, and I hate it sometimes. And that's the the main reason why I haven't been streaming. I haven't been streaming because this school year was super difficult. Wait, I really need my drawing glove because I will sweat my drawing tablet otherwise. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Okay, found it. Then there's that, because most of my work is done on a computer, right? My freelance work. I draw digitally most of the time. And I have to be in contact with a really hot screen all day long if needed. It's awful because I suffer. I suffer a lot. It's real hot. I'm tired. But yeah. Like I was saying, I keep forgetting what the heck I'm supposed to say and what I was saying. Yeah, this school year has been challenging to say the least. Not because of the workflow. The workflow was pretty much the same as before, but it was quite hard to connect with some of the kids, like, and I know some of them may be listening to this, which is not okay, because I told them they would only be allowed to watch my stream if they were on the next school year, so I wasn't their teacher anymore. But yeah, this school year has been challenging to say the least. I had plenty of hard times connecting with some of the kids. It was a different school, a different way of handling stuff, and despite not being in vacations yet, because I am not, it was a good experience nonetheless. It was just a bit too much for me to handle sometimes, and I had to rest more than I wanted, you know? I spent more time recharging than last year, for example, because it was really, really harsh. It was harsh to come back from work and be productive. I felt most of the days that I lost all my spoons in one single classroom, because of how challenging it was. But better days will come. I loved teaching 5th grade this time. Last year I taught only 6th grade, and this year I taught mostly 5th grade. I had four classes basically. But yeah, that's why I have been missing. I've been busy processing emotions and being a teacher. But hopefully starting mid-July I will be more free, because I will start my vacations, and and afterwards sorry, my throat is dry as heck. And afterwards, since I will have to go back to that situation where I do not know where will be my next school year, where I will be teaching, I will be more free to work on art. I will be focusing more on freelance and commissions. Try to revamp my online shop and so on, you know, at least until I can guarantee a new teaching job. So yeah, summertime usually means I usually have more time for myself and to focus on my endeavors. Due to that, since I'm still not in vacations, I still need to go once in a while to the school to either sign papers or make reports or some meetings, or to even oversee exams, like public testing exams. Like tomorrow I will have to go to one. So I'm still not that capable to do a streaming schedule, but at least I'm able to get back to streaming, and that's a bonus. That's good. But yeah. Especially considering the fact that I do not have any conventions lined up until like next year, because I have no confirmations. Yeah, it sucks. I have no cons since what, May? I think it was May, my last one. It was a really small con though. Yeah, it was May. Since I do not have any conventions lined up, I will have to... I was forced to be more focused on resting, on allowing myself to recharge and focus on my own mental health, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it's a bit frustrating because sometimes I feel like I'm like 3 steps further and 4 steps behind. But at the same time, it was not doable for me to go to those cons. So part of me is grateful, not grateful, but relief to not have been accepted. But yeah, on the time I got the rejection, I was like, oh shit, I wasn't, oh no, yeah, am I this bad? But at the same time, now that everything was passed by, I'm like, oh, in the end, I'm a bit grateful I wasn't there, because I would not be able to either make a good effort to improve my booth or invest in more art forms. Wow! Hi, Sherry! Welcome, Raiders! How are you? Thank you for the raid, Sherry! Hello, hello! Let me give you a shout out. Shout out. Hello! Welcome, Raiders! My name is Maru-n. I'm a freelance illustrator, manga artist, and most of the time I'm a middle school art teacher. Today we are working on a VGen Commission for Jump at 80s, and it's practically my return to streaming after a long time of break. How are you guys? How was your stream, Sherry? What were you doing? Please don't forget to rest if you need to rest. Don't force yourself to be active on stream. My stream is really lurker friendly, so you don't really need to interact or anything. It's just chill vibes, cozy vibes while we sip coffee and draw. That was good. How was your stream? We started like some time ago, but it's going good so far. Thank you. I hope you all are having a wonderful time. Yay! What? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I was saying that I wasn't able to make a schedule lately due to my still being in work schedule. Let's say I still have some stuff to do, but I may be able to finally go back to streaming more often from now on. Yeah. Yay! Yeah, since I don't have any any conventions lined up, since now it's summertime and I wasn't able to apply, for example, for Japan weekend or anything really. And those I applied, I was rejected. I will spend some extra time revamping my VGen, revamping my online shop, focusing on that side of things before the new school year starts. Yeah. this commission was ordered by Hades, and despite my all my work with Hades, I do not know anything about Elden Ring. So yeah, I just know the characters they ask me to draw. Hi, Anoti, welcome. I just know the characters they ask me to draw, like Izone Oshi, Melina, yeah, Melina, Honey. I only know them, so don't get me wrong, because I don't really know anything about Elden Ring. VGen is amazing. Well, I love that we as artists have a platform to get commissions from easier. Yeah, that's true. You also do art? I really enjoy VGen. It's the basically the only place I actually accept commissions from now on. I like the fact it's like trustworthy. Yeah. I'm not like the best person ever to promote stuff though. I like VGen. I have a page for my OC. It's so cool collecting my commissions, organizing them. Yeah, that's also cool. I still haven't created my own characters OCs on my page, but I'm planning to. I always like to see other people's accounts there. It's really fun. But yeah, I really enjoyed VGen. I actually have the option to create a shop over there, only for like digital assets, but I still haven't gotten the chance to. Wow! Thank you for the follow, Fluffy Boy 898. Thank you. I still haven't gotten the chance to actually, like I said, revamp the page and focus on offering new services or like getting more. Wow! Thank you for the follow, Naughty. Wait, I'm not fully already. Let me fix that. It's okay, don't worry. I don't really mind it. I'm going to redrawing my own emotes of my OC. Yeah, that's the best part. I love drawing my OC. My little Maru. I think that's the best part. Making art of our OCs to make samples. But yeah, I will focus more in revamping my pages and my portfolio and so on in the following weeks. I also have some stuff in store soon, but I won't be really talking about them until I make sure I finish them, okay? Because since my schedule is always prone to change for no reason, mostly. Either due to work or freelance work. Sometimes I cannot like stream what I do because it's an NDA related job. Yeah, since I never know when my next NDA work will land, I won't be able to guarantee like by that time I will have everything ready and set to be sold, because yeah, many factors to take in consideration, not only physical but mentally, right? Me, who is an artist, should I buy a new game of or commission of a new artist? I think you should buy what you really, if you can allow, if you can make the investment, I think you should buy something that is useful for you. Not saying like don't buy from artists, but think through. Do you need a commission right now, or do you need more that game? Will that game have you more fun in the long term or not? But yeah, in the end, I'm not the one to judge. I'm that person that if I see something like Shikolo shaped, I will be I want to buy it, but I can't. So yeah, in the end, it's like being mindful whenever it's spending time, because at least as a professional, as an artist, I don't feel good to know people that are like struggling to get art or struggling to get something that is non-essential. Like, as an artist, I would rather prefer for you to say, for you, not you exactly, but you in a general, neutral term, anyone basically. I would prefer people to say, oh, I love your art, but I will wait until I can afford it. When I say your art is, like, once again, for any type of person, not me exactly, then having people to like order then cancel, then order then cancel, then order then cancel, because yeah. It's better to like take your time, consider well, see if you don't have to make some investment first, like in real things, like either your car, your job, your, if you need to buy new clothes, wherever. That's more important than entertainment, basically, because art is a luxury and art is a entertainment, basically. If you can, sure, why not? If you're still torn about the decision, you can always make like a pros and cons, like what do I gain from this? If I buy a new game, what I will obtain from it? What's the good points and bad points from an artist? What the good points, what the bad points? You do like a comparison. However, if you want an inch way to choose, just throw a coin, like, yeah. Yeah, today I already paid for summer. Your character here. My OC demands it. Mood. Me when I see my friends making cute art. Like, oh god, I love it. I shall buy it. Like I said, I'm not really the best person to ask for like advice in that sense, because I'm really impulsive when it comes to purchases. I need to like force myself to not eat the buy now button instantly. Yeah, it's really harsh for me now that I have adult money, because before that I couldn't like afford anything, right? I had to like be mindful of my expenses, but now that I have my adult money, I'm like, oh, this is shiny, I like it, I will buy it. Then I screw myself because I don't have money for coffee for the rest of the month. I really want to commission artists, but I'm poor, so I have to make the art myself. Yeah, understandable. I've been there for a long time. You can also do art trades. That's really cool. Like, some artists, I do it with my mutuals anytime. You can like, if you have artist friends that we enjoy, you can like make art challenges together, or like art trades, like gifting art to each other of your OCs. It's really cool. That's what I used to do back in the day. Now not that much, because job has been jobbing too hard and I haven't been able to be with friends besides like conventions and stuff. But it's also really cool. But yeah, don't worry. People know, people understand the situation and want a good person. Good in the general sense of the idea, won't ever pressure you to to buy something from them, like an artist, an artwork, or etc. Because most of us know what it is to struggle with finances and with money and with job and so on. So most of us will be like, no, just do the investment once you feel okay with it. Please don't force yourself to pay something you can't. So yeah, no way, we got it. And it's okay to not be able to afford certain stuff. For example, my art tools that I use at the moment, I was able to afford them after saving for a big long time. Like I use a Cintiq from the, like, I bought it in 2017. And I was saving for like years on end, since like middle school, right? I was like, no, someday I will be good enough to be able to buy a fancy tablet with the screen like the pros do. And I'm not a pro. Like I'm a professional in the sense, like, my job is doing art, but I do not feel like a pro, you know. And in 2017 I was like, oh, my bamboo, Wacom bamboo is dying, and not really dying, it was having some mild connection issues, and I was struggling a lot with tendinitis. I was even on, this is a bit of the lore from Maru, okay? I was placed in waitlist for carpal tunnel surgery because both my wrists were screwed up. I had a really stressful job back then. While I was finishing my degree in graphic design, and my wrists decided to, quote unquote, die on me. So drawing on a tablet, and a small tablet, like A4 size tablet, it's not that small, you know, but you will understand. But having a small tablet with little room to let your wrist go through and work ended up making the lesion worse. I didn't got the surgery. I was able to get better by forcing myself not to draw for like 1 year. And be really careful about my wrist and so on. But yeah, it was back in 2017 that I decided, no, I will, now that I'm suffering from this health situation and I have to invest in a new tablet because mine is way too small and won't allow me to have better movement, I will invest in a good one. So I bought a Cintiq 22 inches. It's like the old world model, considering the new ones that ended up being released some years ago. But yeah, I bought it. I'm really happy, and it really helped me to stop having the wrist issues. And my iPad, I also bought it with a job. Basically, I had a big NDA job for a tech company, and I was like, you know what? I will reward myself. It's a big sum of money. I will invest in an iPad. And it has been my go-to art supply. Whenever I go to school, to work, or whenever I'm traveling, it's way better than me not like being able to be productive and to make progress on my work. And yeah. My friend and I draw our OCs as couples with each other. Like my OC Maru-n is dating his OC Emily, And my OC, Fluffy, is dating his OC, Celeste. So we just draw our OCs as couples and share them to each other. That's really cool. That's really nice. I like that idea. It's really soft and cute. But yeah, I had my bamboo. I still have it. The tablet is good. It's not like broken or anything, but it's not. My laptop cannot connect to it anymore. But I stored them there, here in my room, just for keepsake, like my first tablet. Yeah, I used that bamboo for like almost 10 years before investing on my Cintiq, and honestly I recommend it. If I was going to buy a tablet right now, I would invest in XP Pen though, since Wacom, despite being really good, it's really overpriced. You can get a similar option with almost the same quality, if not better, through XP Pen, like half the price of a Wacom. So yeah. And currently I've been shaving for some improvements for my art setup. I really would like to get a stream deck someday. Not only for streaming, but also for improving my workflow, because you can set it up with macros, like with shortcuts and so on, and would be really cool to like improve my workflow. Okay. What? Wrong tool. Wow, 80s! Welcome! Oh my god, 1 year! 13 months subscribed! Oh god. Time flies. How are you, Hades? Welcome. What? "13 months of cup smashing." Yeah. Almost. I mean, I only cup smashed once, but it stayed. It stayed on our art. The cup smash. I will never have a high point like that. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm good. I overslept today, but yeah. I mean, not really overslept, because Mel, my sister's kitty, decided to wake me up like at 5 a.m. for no reason. I was like trying to play with her and make sure she let me sleep until like 7:30, and then I fell asleep and woke up like 1:30 p.m. So yeah, I still have that clip saved. It still makes me laugh now. Yeah, same. I have that clip saved too. I shall use it someday. Once I decide to make a trailer, a channel trailer, I have to put the cup smashing. In the other news, I will have to say goodbye to Mel and Pookie soon because my sister got a home of her own. She bought a house, so she's the owner of Mel and Pookie, so I will have to say goodbye to them. Yeah, they will be back for holidays whenever my sister has to travel with her boyfriend and so on. But yeah, it will be the end of Mel Takieto. Wait, no, looks so perfect. Thank you. I'm doing my best, like always. But yeah, I will have to say goodbye to Mel. I'm really happy for my sister, but it's like I'm really happy for my sister, but at the same time I'm like really sad for having to say goodbye to the kitties. Like, they have been like my biggest company. Like, they are my assistants. They are my work assistants. Like, I'm working on art, they are close by. Today they are sleeping on my room, but they are close by. They are always around, making sure I make breaks or watching. Whenever I print stuff, Mel likes to sit on top of the printer, watching the print go. Or like meows once my printing has been finished. It's really cool. And Pookie asks me to make breaks, so they are cool assistants. And it will be a bit of a sore time once the goodbye day comes, which is coming sooner than I expected. Probably next week, yeah. So, oh well, life. May as well do the whole cast of Elden Ring characters. I kid you not. I have for context, I have 3 younger sisters, okay? For those that don't know, I have 3 younger sisters, and the owner of Mel and Pookie, the mother of them, is my sister number 1, my younger sister number 1. My younger sister number 2, their boyfriend likes Elden Ring too, and they actually asked me for, what's their name? It's a guy that has a sun on his head, Medina, I guess. I have no idea. But they asked me for a commission, so I may do that as well. At this point, I will focus to do Elden Ring fan art, despite not knowing a single thing about Elden Ring. Yeah. Life. Whenever I ask for people for feedback for like merch they would like me to see, there's always at least 3 people saying, oh, do Elden Ring. And I'm like, no guys, I don't know anything about Elden Ring, what the heck. And I will become not only the Shikawa girl or the cup smashing girl, I will also become the Elden Ring girl sometime in the future, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. But yeah. I will probably have to start getting, and not start getting because I already got ready to the idea of saying goodbye to Mel and Pookie, and they already understood they are going to leave because they went to visit the house, the new house, and so on. So yeah, it will be a harsh time. I will cry. Maru rage at Elden Ring would be peak. I would die from heart attack. You guys don't. I try my best to like filter my saltiness and not like play games that will overall make me the saltiest person on earth. But in fact, I'm like the worst person ever to actually play any sort of competitive or Dark Souls game because I will get frustrated per each death I do because I'm done. I get really salty. I actually made not like a contract, but I made a bet, kind of, with Ryuji, my boyfriend, saying that if someone happens to see me like play League of Legends, people can know for a fact that my life has gone to shit because I will have a stroke. I already almost have a stroke whenever I have to play PvP in Final Fantasy XIV or any sort of competitive gaming because I get really competitive. I get really shit. I just want to scream. And when that one cup smash, I will run over cups really fast. But yeah, my boyfriend was like, "Oh, play Bloodborne. Start with that." And I'm like, "No, I cannot play that. Unfiltered Mario is what we need. No, I'm trying to be family friendly." I'm really bad, you know. I get really salty over small things. It's awful. And worst of it is that I play as a healer, and usually on games I play as a healer or like DPS, like support. And I struggle a lot in Final Fantasy XIV, like with entitled people that think the healers can heal through all walls and stuff like that. So imagine my will, my patience over playing Elden Ring or any sort of Bloodborne games or Soul games. Yeah, I get really salty and really energetic over it for no reason actually. Then I'm that person that forgets to parry attacks, so that's also cool. Then I get all types of salty and really stressed out because, oh shit, I could not parry that movement, and I forget how to parry. For some reason, I try my best to be a cozy game streamer. Because if I'm not playing cozy games, I will literally be a monster. Like, I have friends like, Maru, do you play Overwatch? Do you play like Battle Royale? Any sort of thing? Do you play like League of Legends? And like, no. You don't want me to play that. Please. You don't want me to play that. If you want to lose friendships, then yeah. Make me play League of Legends. Or any sort of rage-inducing game, okay? Some people know how I was playing Hori. It's just a platform game. A freaking wholesome platform game. And I was already raging. Because I was struggling on the platform. So imagine. If I ever have to play Elden Ring or any type of those games, I know I will get salty over it. I will have to have a blood pressure monitor, like heart rate monitor on me, so you guys can see my heart rate starting to rise for no reason. Like people using heart rate monitors for our games, basic. Maru uses this for salty game. So for games where she becomes salty as shit. I think that's a better use of the heart rate monitor, you know? Anyway, let's make some adjustments. And reduce a bit the sketch so we can see how it's turning out. But yeah, I have some games I want to play. Like, I really want to play Death Stranding on stream now that the second game has been released. I feel like it's more than time for me to start playing it, you know? I bought the game like ages ago but never played it because I was like, nah, I want to play it on stream, but was never able to, you know? We also have to play the new version, like the alpha test of Tailside, because it was released during my break, and I still haven't been able to try it out. And it would be cool to try it on stream, since I did the demo and the playtest on stream too. And I have some extra games I need to make a playthrough because I got gifted by the devs, and yeah. It's been a while since I last streamed, so I need to plan that. However, I've been also playing No Man's Sky lately, and it's pretty cool though. I was looking forward to the game for a long time, but I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I am enjoying it at the moment. So yeah, I really recommend it. And yeah, I need to get updated also on Final Fantasy XIV because I have a lot of main story quests to do. Also, it doesn't help the fact that Steam sale is coming soon, and I shouldn't be buying new games. So we are going back to that conversation we had before. like investing money on games or not. Like, I shouldn't be buying more games. I have a shit ton of games to play, you know? But at the same time, I want more games. I want to play all the games. Except those that are rage-inducing, you know? Let me do this in another way. Okay. Let's save. What? What? No! What the heck? No! Oh, okay. Safe! I got scared for a second because I thought I had like accidentally saved and closed the file while doing a mistake in cutting. But thankfully, the crisis was averted. My backlog just have 5 5s. I finished those 5s, and then if I don't have any more games, I wait until for the next sale or use oil shades. I wish I was like you. I don't even have counted my games on my backlog because it's way too much. I think like from all my games I only finished like 5. The rest of it is backlog. And I can confirm how many games I have. Let me check my phone. I'm awful. I'm like I said, my biggest issue, my biggest struggle is my impulsivity, okay? Because I'm quite impulsive. It sucks. Oh look, Death Stranding is on promotion. But I already have it. Let's see. Library. Damn, it sucks to see this on my phone. Time. Playtime. Bruh, I just wanted to see the list. Okay. Inventory. I see. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not that amazing, you know. I'm the worst person ever to give like advice on what you should buy or not, because I'm like, buy it. It's awful. I have. Let me see. Bruh, I don't want to open my game. I have 59 games in my Steam account. 59 games. And I probably only finished. How many did I finish? Bruh. How many did I finish? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm screwed, guys. I only have finished 7 games. And 2 of those 7 games No, 59 games in my library. I didn't play 59 games. I have 59 games in my library. In my Steam library, okay? We are only talking about Steam library, okay? We are not talking about my Epic library, Epic Store library. We are not talking about my GOG, okay? We are not talking about the games outside of Steam. We are not even talking about Nintendo Switch games, okay? Nintendo games, whatever. I'm talking about 59 games on my own Steam library, because I also have like my library is connected. It's like shared with Ryuji, and Ryuji has their library shared with me. So we have basically 3 libraries, right? My library, he has their library, and the third one is like the mix of both. Like, I'm talking about 59 games on my own library. I'm not talking about the shared library. And for those 59 games, I only finished like 7. And from those 7, like 3 still need to finish all the achievements, okay? And you guys are wondering, Maru, what the heck are you doing for not like playing the rest of the games? For not like achieving the rest of the games? Because guys, I only mostly play Final Fantasy XIV, whom has no end, or Paleo, or other type of online streaming, online MMO, online MMO that basically has no end, and I tend to open those freaking games instead of finishing those that I already started. I'm trying hard to finish Yakuza 0 for more than 10 years, and I'm not even joking. There's a shared library? Yeah, there is. Let me open the Steam on my PC, because my phone, I cannot access it. In my Steam replay from 2024, I played 20 games. I achieved 110 achievements. I added 14 new games to the library. But 88% of the time I was playing was Final Fantasy XIV. So yeah, guys, I don't really, I don't think I should buy more games for my Steam account. However, last month I bought 2 games. 2 games. 2. The 2 Shinchan movies, games. Like Shinchan, me and Professor on summer vacation, and I bought, what was the name of that? It was Shinchan Shiro and the Cold Town. And I got it because it was on sale, and I also got Tasomachi. Have I played those? Only the first one, because I'm playing in Japanese for practice, and I still haven't finished. I'm not even in the middle of the game. I'm like on the really start of it. Anyway, uncategorized. Wait. Steam library. So, because I'm not the one suffering from this pain in the arse, Ryuji is also. We have a massive backlog. We have our Steam family library. So, me and Ryuji's library all together, we have around 293 games in total. And I probably only finished like 7, like I said. It sucks. We are not counting with software, okay guys? We are not counting with software. We are only counting games. Because if we count softwares, like... If we count softwares like my own games, I have way more for some reason. I have no fucking idea. Anyway, with this we can understand that I should not be allowed to to buy to buy new games until I finish my previous ones. But at the same time, I know for a fact I won't be finishing my previous ones. Because I'm a dumbass. And also, me and Ruji have a server with other VTubers, Portuguese VTubers. And we have this cool addition called free games. So whenever there's a sale... Hey, welcome! So whenever there's a sale on on Steam, GOG, Epic, you know, whenever the game is free, we get it for free. So there's more games on our library. More games that I won't be playing anytime soon. Hi, buddy. How are you? How are you? But yeah. Should I buy more games? I do not think so. Will I buy more games? Sure. Then I also have Prime, so I will have free games every week. Like 2 days ago, I got the full Tomb Raider collection on GOG. Like the first 3 games, I guess. I'm finishing a project. Yeah! Yeah, I should not be allowed with adult money. That's the core thing we can get from this conversation, is that I should not be allowed with adult money. I got the full DMC collection for 20 bucks. Do not tell me that, I will buy it. I need to play Devil May Cry. I never played it. I'm like, yeah, I should get it. Also, Ryuji is making a freaking Final Fantasy collection on Steam, so I can have like no excuse to play from Final Fantasy 1 to Final Fantasy 16 on stream. Yeah. It was on spring sale. Oh no, probably on summer sale as well. But yeah, I shouldn't be playing games. I shouldn't be buying games. I should be playing more games. That's the moral of the story, I guess. Oh, there's also PlayStation games, because I used to play more on PlayStation when I used to live with Ryuji. I played on his fuck. Why did I say Final Fantasy? I used to play more on his PlayStation 4. So I have more games there. I actually finished Final Fantasy 15 there. Not like fully finished, but yeah, there's achievements left to do. But yeah, why is not... Oh, wrong window. Oop. One, two. Yeah. This stream will have to be a bit shorter than usual because my throat is starting to die and I have something to do. Oh, thank you, Sorrybot. Okay, guys, let's make a short break. I will have to take a call, okay? And I will get something extra to eat. Okay? Let's make a short break. Let's start break. And see you guys in some minutes, okay? Mata ne! I'm back. Hello. How are you guys? Ta-da! I hope you had a wonderful break. I spent my break making some phone calls and working on some admin stuff. Like making appointments for the dentist and stuff like that. Okay. Let's go. Let's make some extra progress until I have to leave for the day. So basically I will only have only be able to work for like 25 minutes extra, besides until I have to go to do other stuff. So let's do our best. Because today I have to get ready for tomorrow's exam. I need to be at the school early in the morning and I have some stuff to handle still. So yeah, I have to get prepared, prepare like snackies and my lunch and stuff like that. So today the stream will be a bit shorter than I'm used to, but that's for a good reason. my Wacom decided to screw. To just say hello and mess with the pen pressure. Okay, guys. I think I will finish for today. Sorry, I wasn't able to stay extra 20 minutes, but my wrist is starting to hurt and my pen tablet is starting to overheat, which makes me have a sweaty palm, and that's awful. Sensitivity wise, it's awful to feel our hands slowly get sweaty. So yeah, thank you so much for coming. I will just finish switching the width of those spots. I will continue the commission later today, like offline, and if everything goes well, if I still have to work on the commission, I will make an extra stream once I arrive home, but no promises, because I do not know how I will arrive home after the exams. After the kids' exams. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Thank you for saying hello and chat. Hi, Muri. I was going to close the stream, but I hope you're doing well. Why is my Vtuber model stuck? Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for coming to today's stream. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, rest of a sunny Tuesday. If you happen to not know my work, or is it the first time watching my stream, feel free to check my socials. Or wait, give me a second. It's working. You can check my socials. I also have Blue Sky. I also have TikTok and whatsoever. You just need to check my main social media. I usually use more Instagram and Twitter, but I have other social medias as well. If you happen to want to check my VGen, feel free to click here. And see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful time. Coffee scented ox to everyone. And mata ne!